Hi, welcome to Spilling the IT with IT Solutions Currie. It's been a hot minute since we put a podcast out, and there's been lots of things going on. And most importantly, I hear, Chris, you have a big, exciting announcement to make.
Big exciting, yes, big exciting announcement. First of all, I want to mention the IT, spilling the IT. I'm a man who drinks hot tea, not cold tea, but hot tea. And I love the idea of spilling the IT while we're watching a podcast. Love it. I should have a cup of tea right here beside me. Yeah, I've got some exciting news. I am planning on retiring. After 60 years on this world and working my butt off, I've decided to retire come the fiscal year end. Our fiscal year end is August 31st. And so come September 1st, this guy is going to retire.
Inquiring minds want to know, why now? What's driving this now? Is there something special going on?
Yeah, good question. Why now? I've had some things going on in my life this past year, and I got the big C, or I like to call it the little C because I don't think it deserves a big C capitalized, but I got the little C, and it really gave me some time to reflect on, am I ready to retire? Is this telling me that I should be doing all those things I love to do, which is travel, visit different countries, different cultures, and support them as much as I can through Rotary, in any mission way that I can possibly be a part of, as opposed to spending my time behind a desk. I think I've got to a point in my life where I want to experience these other things that I love doing, and so I can do it. My wife and I can do it, and so September 1 is happening for sure.
Awesome. Well, you certainly earned the right to do so. So, is there any other timeline stuff? I mean, with the exception of, September 1st is the big celebration day. Are there any other like timeline things that you'd like to share?
Yeah, just mainly that we put that timeline just to kind of give it a date, to let everybody know about when Chris Currie is going to retire, and so we put a date in the sand, September 1, 2022. That being said, I'm not leaving town. I'm planning on hanging around here while I build a camper van, and then we travel. And then of course there's internet access. I'll be in touch and I'll be available, but if things need to help. So, if September 1 comes and we haven't got everything in place and it gets pushed out a little bit, that's going to be okay too. It's not a deadline in the sand necessarily. It's just a date that we decided on. If that makes sense.
And you are very well known as a vibrant, active individual, traveling and doing all kinds of stuff all of the time. All of a sudden, you're going to have endless time on your hands. I mean, what? Out in the orchard, you're going to be spending your time raking leaves now? How are you going to spend your time?
Well, there's a few leaves to rake, James, in the orchard, so I'll probably be doing that. But yeah, the first year I plan on building my own camper van, taking a Sprinter van. I've already got one on order, and as soon as it arrives, I plan on starting to build it out as a camper van for me and my wife. And we're not looking at the big motorhome kind of deal. We're looking at doing some off-roading and getting out there in the country, in the backcountry, and so it's a 4-wheel drive device, and looking forward to travel, going up into Canada, probably go down to South America, do whatever, wherever we go, just wherever it leads us. Be nomads is the word I hear, and so the plan is to be nomads and travel. And so the orchard will still have lots of honeydews to do. So we're going to popping back using California as our base, our home base. So popping back here so often to hospital visits, doctor's visits, whatever you need to do. So we'll be back in town on a frequent basis, I'm sure, for the first few years.
Well, that's great to know. And also I think you're so well known in the community for all of the charity work and being a great Rotarian and being super involved in our local community. Do you imagine that will continue on in some fashion in between all the super exciting camping trips?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Rotary is a big part of my life. I was just talking to my wife, Jenny, the other day about this, and it's a huge part of my life, as is my church. And so I've done so much with that. And over the last year, I've had to step back which has also given me some reflection on, you know, if I step back, what does that look like? And I really enjoy Rotary. I really enjoy the mission work that our church does. I really enjoy all those things. And so my goal is to still participate in those things and maybe enhance them, you know, incorporate the travel that helps people around the world, not just to go there and see things, but also to do little projects or big projects or however that works. And maybe help with the church to help us make those projects happen like I do and have done in the past. And so, yeah, my goal is to continue that here in the community. I love Modesto community. I can't imagine not being a part of it. I love Rotary. I can't imagine not being a part of that. And I love my church. And I can't imagine not being a part of that. So yeah, long answer to your question, but yes, I still plan on being part of it.
And, you know, we're just assuming that you're still going to be around, you know, to mentor James and I and to, you know, make sure we stay on track.
Oh boy, I don't know if I need to do that. You guys have done a wonderful job. You know, for the audience there, you know, James and I decided many years ago that we needed a succession plan and what we're going to do, whether our kids going to take over the business or not. And neither of us had kids that were necessarily interested in taking on our business. And so we've been grooming Melissa for many, many years. She's a great individual. She's done wonders for our company. She's dedicated to the company. She's loyal to the company. And I can't imagine having a better person being my successor as I retire and she steps in and takes over my shoes.
Chris, it's so nice.
I heard a rumor that if the New Zealand government catches wind of this type of event, they go into like this action mode, and all of a sudden a helicopter with Kiwi logos on the sides comes down to pick you up and carry you away to repatriate you back into the home motherland or whatever. I mean, I don't know if this is true or not, but are you going to go back to New Zealand or are you going to stick around here?
Wow, James, that's quite elaborate. Yeah, helicopter, huh? With a big Kiwi logo. Yeah, that's good imagination.
I can see it in my mind. It's so clear.
Great imagination. You know, the opportunity to visit New Zealand and friends and so forth is always there, but I've just recently had a nephew visit me and he wants to come and live here because people are leaving New Zealand left, right, and center, it seems like. I'm not sure if that's because of the government or because of economy. Probably majority is that young people especially have a hard time making ends meet. That being said, it's a beautiful country. I love New Zealand. I love going there to visit, and we'll continue to go there and visit. Who knows, we may even get a camper van and travel around there for a couple of years just to check it out. But you know, we don't plan on retiring. I get a lot of questions. So when you retire, you're just going to retire to New Zealand and buy a little, what we call a batch, beach houses, a batch in New Zealand, buy a batch on a beach and just live there. That's not me. I'm like kind of all around the world kind of a guy. And I just can't see myself settling down at one spot in New Zealand. So yeah, good imagination, James. I like the idea of a helicopter coming picking me up, but yeah, they're probably not going to happen.
Well, Chris, do you have any questions for James and
I? Yeah, you know, we merged with IT Solutions, 11, 12 years ago now. And we made the name IT Solutions Currie. And so I'm sure it's interesting. People have a curiosity whether, you know, the IT Solutions Currie is going to disappear. I went from side to side so you can see the logo. Are you going to change the logo? Are you going to change this amazing, cool logo, IT Solutions Currie, and you know, Kiwi insignia that's popped in there every now and then?
So at present, we have no plans to make any changes. And James was saying earlier, we're fairly certain that the Kiwi will be the company's unofficial mascot forever. It just, the company wouldn't be the same without the little Kiwi bird.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, a tribute to Chris to remind us to have fun.
Yeah, that Kiwi bird has stepped in there a number of times throughout the dozen years or more that we've been in business here as IT Solutions Currie, and of course from the time that I've had in my business as well. It's kind of a neat logo. It's a fun logo. We have fun with it. We give it heaps. We give it a ribbon every now and then. You should see the different types of Kiwi birds my staff come up with. It's hilarious. And so yeah, that's kind of cool. You're keeping that, and I like the idea. But I'm also not stuck to it. So, you know, if you guys decide to change and call it IT Solutions Barry Dempsey or whatever,
Not so
Do we
much.
teach
I will
and
not
how?
be hurt by that.
So this kind of a video can get a lot of traction because it's about a person who is very, very well known in the business community, throughout the community in terms of the social work that gets done and everything else. For the business community, we want you guys to know that this is business as usual for IT Solutions. I mean, certainly Chris has been an integral and a vital part and has contributed so much to the organization for so many years. He is the Currie and IT Solutions Currie. But it is going to be business as usual, no operational changes. Everything keeps flowing. So please have no fear. And it's going to be good.
Yeah, I might just add, you know, don't be surprised if this guy here just shows up at your door for our customers one day and just to say hi and just to shoot the breeze. I've loved my customers. I have such loyal customers over all these years. I don't want to just say goodbye, I'm out of here. I will be touching bases. Don't be surprised if you see me on the doorstep saying hi, because yeah, you've been a big part of my life. The 30 years I've been in this country, a huge part of my life. And so, yeah, I'll say hi. Come by and say hi. Have a cup of tea.
Awesome. Well, on that note, we just want to thank everyone for joining us and taking a few minutes to spill the IT with IT Solutions Currie. Thanks, guys.
Everyone.